Okay, hello everyone. It is May 7th. I am Fern Morgano from CardNMum by Jen Morgano, and we are going to be making a fun fold. I put out some measurements this past weekend, and they're right here in case you didn't get them. And I'm going to make a card with it. And I made a few more samples to show you how versatile this fold is. If you are watching, please say hello. Let me know where you're from. Love to see where you guys are watching from. See who's the farthest. And if you're watching on replay, drop that in the comments too. I'd like to see that you're tuning in later on. Okay. So, case you're not sure. Okay, Andrea, Stamping Up launched their new catalog on Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo, so we had some tacos, we had some new orders, and I'm going to be making cards today with a lot of the new products. We're going to make one card together, and then I'll show you some more samples I made, and some fun new products too. I'm going to be using the Balloon Festoon set. So this is a stamp set and some dies, and while these look like regular old balloon dies from the East End, Andrea, look how big they are. That's like a mama balloon right there, right? You can definitely make a shaped card out of that, and I probably will eventually, we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to use some of the smaller balloons for the card tonight. So Stamping Up recently announced that they're changing their annual and 2 mini catalogs to 3 mini catalogs throughout the year, and one of the things they're letting us know is which stamp sets, which bundles are going to be available throughout the year. So that's good to know if you're not chasing product all the time. And this is one of those sets. Hey, Melanie! That is a huge balloon, right, Andrew? Or as I say, a mama balloon. Yeah, this is really a fun one. So let's get started. If you are crafting along, you'll need something to score with and a trimmer. And we're going to start with a card base that is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. So just a 1/4 inch smaller than your regular 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Okay, so I believe I cut that out beforehand. Oh, I didn't. Good, okay. So let's say you're starting with a regular 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. You're just going to trim a 1/4 inch off. So that you have 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then you're going to score it at 4 1/4. I read that wrong. 5 1/4, 6 1/4, and 7 1/4. Okay, so you have one regular size 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then 4 inch by 5 1/2 scored basically at every inch. Okay. Okay. You're not crafting along, Andrea? How about you, Mel? It's easy to watch. This is going to be a really quick one. So once you're done with that, you can get your bone folder, which mine is missing. How do I always... This is crazy. And I clean my desk. Just going to score those so that they all go in. And for those of you that follow me, may have seen something like this in the past, slightly different, but this is where we're going with it. Now, this is your basic card base. You can go in so many directions, and I think my other samples are going to show you that. But for now, let's start with designing the interior panel. And I'm going to do that with a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, completely optional. Inside here, and then I'm also going to have a basic white panel that is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to stamp this guy up first using some of the background stamps from the set. So I'm going to put some banners across the top, and I'm kind of going with some fun colors here, Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, and then one of the new crisp cantaloupes colors. Just some fun pinks and oranges. I like pink and orange together. Okay. So for the banner across the top, I'm going to do one pass in Strawberry Slush. I'm going to clean that off. Whoops. Make some squeaky noises. Feel like an old school DJ. Okay, then I'm going to do another loop-de-loop and some pumpkin pie. I could have used Timid Tiger, but why, you know? You can use whatever colors you want. Kind of try and line it up so it looks like maybe, you know, it's attached to the same nail or something. And I'm going to fill in the bottom with some Darling Duckling. Just some spots to give it some fun. And just randomly all over. So for those of you that stamp random like I'm doing right now, do you move the stamp or do you move the paper? So right now I'm moving the paper. Sometimes though, I move the stamp. So let me know in the comments if you do stuff like this. You know, you stamp to fill in a background space. Do you do it by moving the paper or by moving the stamp? I'd love to know. Because I think I just... Why is a tiger timid? I don't know, but it's a fun color. Oh, because he's a shy one? Very good. We're creating our own Stamping Up riddles, guys. Okay, so that is that panel, and I'm going to mount that to my Strawberry Slush. And I have... Is this going to work tonight? Oh, it is. My Stamp and Seal. And then I'm going to glue that into the interior of the card. Okay. Now in the measurements, I also asked you to get 3 strips of Designer Series paper, cut at 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. And that's what we're going to use to decorate our panels here. Okay, so we have 4, but this guy is going to be tucked under, so we only have to decorate these 3. Okay. Now you could get DSP. I had a ton of scraps, leftover 1/2-inch scraps from a project I was doing, so I kind of made my own by taping some strips to a piece of white paper. So there. So I'm just going to cut this at 3/4. Now, let's glue those puppies down. Ooh, they're all coming apart. Okay. And you can use glue, whatever you like. This is out, so I'm going to use this. It's my Seal Plus, Stamp and Seal Plus, man. That stuff is serious business. Reminds me of Fast Fuse. How do you know you're a paper crafter? When you refer to adhesive as serious business. Of course, that's way off base there. I usually use glue. Okay. So that is your decorated panel. Now what you're going to do, I'm going to go back to my glue. You're going to want to use a strong adhesive, so tear and tape, Seal Plus, or liquid glue. And what you're going to do is you're going to put that adhesive all over this last scored panel. You're going to tuck it under, so fold it, and then fold it flat like that. So you have 1, 1, 2, and then your other guy is under there. And then, when the glue dries, you have this cute little pop-up mechanism. And what's great about this? Well, it folds flat so you can mail it. Whoosh. I'm sorry. Silly sound effects, right? You can't see other people's comments on your laptop. That happens to me and Melanie too. Andrea, you just have to refresh. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why Facebook is doing that lately. Speaking of, let me take a peek at the comments. What is stamping? You guys are too funny. Okay, so here we go. Let's finish decorating it. I did cut some of those balloons out, not the mama balloon, but I cut out a larger balloon from Crisp Cantaloupe. Some balloon strings out of Basic Black. Little highlight piece from White, and then I cut 3 smaller balloons out of Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, and Darling Duckling. Oh man, they don't make it easy, right? Tongue twisters. I'm going to stamp my sentiment of Let's Celebrate on the balloon. I'm going to use the new hybrid black ink pad because it was on my desk. Okay. Stamp on that. Cover it up, and let me glue our little shiny piece on the top there. All right. What else do I want to do? Let's glue. Do I have my... Okay, I'm just going to take out my silicone mat, lay my balloons out, and then glue the balloon strings while they're not attached to my card. And I love my silicone mat because crazy. What is over all time? How many colors has Stamping Up released? That sounds like a great trivia question. I do not know. What I do know is that when I first was introduced to Stamping Up way back in, I think it was 2003, I bought a bunch of supplies and I kind of fell away from it and jumped back in 2016. And Old Olive was still a color, so which was good because apparently I had bought 2 packs of it from way back when, and it was still valid. The packaging was outdated, but the color was the same, which is kind of fun. Oh, hey, Aunt Stella and Uncle John. So yeah, they do refresh their colors they come out with new colors every year that stick around for 2 years, and then they retire. And I'd probably say, I don't know, Mel, what do you think? Like every 6 years they do a color refresh? And a lot of times some of the older colors that retired come back because they're just so classic. So there. Okay, so let's decorate this puppy. I'm going to start with my interior balloons. I'm going to put my pink guy down first. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move my silicone mat here because I want to put some glue on my strings, but I don't want it to stick everywhere. Okay. Oh, and I didn't mention the card base is Flirty Flamingo. I love how it's so alliterative all the time. Is it even a Stamping Up color if it doesn't have the same 2 letters? I know Lemon Lime Twist threw us for a loop. Okay, and I think I'm going to make my yellow, my Darling Duckling pop up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now what are we going to do with this Jamunga balloon? What is your color club? So the color club is closed right now, but it was all the new in colors, which I can get because I'm right here. So basically, every month you would get 1 color of the new in colors, and let's say Golden Glow was your first month, you would get a stamp pad, a whole pack of paper, a shimmer brush, which I got in, so exciting, shimmer brush, a roll of ribbon, and some paper, other paper, some designer series paper. So that would be like every month, and after 5 months you'd have everything you need. Look, Mel, I got my shimmer brushes. I'll show those in a little bit too. Okay, so let's finish this card. You're going to then put a little adhesive on the top of your spine. And the only thing I could recommend is if you're using a large something like this, you want to fold this down and make sure it doesn't go over the edge, because it still has to fit in your envelope. Kind of do that. And then it pops up like that. So isn't that fun? Okay, and of course we have to trim these guys. Scissors. There we go. I think I make a great surgeon. No, I wouldn't. Real blood freaks me out. Okay. Here we go. So there is our card. And you can take this in so many directions. So my... what is this called? My recipe here called for 2 pieces. You can certainly stamp this and put it on the back as your writing panel. It's a great thing to do. So there's our card. That was a quick one, right? Let me show you some of the other samples that I made. So this was using Balloon Festoon. Then I made this one. This one's using Extraordinary Life. I think I used this on my 10-year thing that I did on Sunday as well. So there's this one. I like this. And I don't know if you can see, but those little sparkly butterflies. And I use the new white gel pen, which is a phenomenal gel pen. So there, I said it. So there's that one. This one is using a set called Ouch. Haha, little band-aids. So I did that with my little band-aid pop-ups. Feel better soon. And again, that folds flat. Up like that. And then also, I showed this one off before, but this is made with the Fern Flora. This is one of the projects that you'll make in my CardNMum To Go class for May. So fun, right? So there's different things you can do. These 2 cards I embossed the back, so you don't really have to worry about. You can also just put a piece of designer series paper in the background. You certainly don't have to doot it up like this. Okay, and this one I just stamped, but more in a pattern, and that's just 1 layer. So there's really a lot of different things you can do with this one fold. So there, let me put this back on top for those of you that didn't get the measurements. Okay, I put the links to all the products I used in the description. And what else did I want to show you quick? Oh yeah, the shimmer pens. So the shimmer pens are kind of like Wink of Stella. So I'm sure all of you know Wink of Stella. And Stella, you should know about Wink of Stella. But these are colored. So these are all in the new colors. And they're really awesome. And I made a little sample sheet. So this is Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, Peaceful Pine, Barely Blush, and Hydrangea Hue. Wow, I remembered all of those. I don't know if you can see, because the autofocus is a little wonky. Oh, the shimmer is so pretty in real life, guys. Stop. Ooh. So these are great. I love them. So much easier than putting, some ink down and using the ink of a Wink of Stella to do it yourself. It's ready to go. And the pigment is, I don't know, it's more even, I find, than when I do it with the Wink of Stella. And last but not least, for those of you that haven't jumped into the new products of Stampin' Up, they have a new product of the month. So if you spend $75, you can add this product for $5 more. It is a how many sheets is this? It is 12 sheets of vellum. This is some serious vellum. It's like I could make an outfit out of this. It feels like leather, but it's called Berry Botanical. So you have some nice patterns like this. Oh, hey Cindy! That's the same pattern. Then you have some just easy backgrounds. It's really, I don't know how to describe it other than it's thicker than any vellum I've had before. It's like some serious vellum. I don't know if that's quantified anywhere in paper scrapdom. Oh, is that vellum or serious vellum? Okay, I got this. And then some nice green. So I'll be using that on some projects to come. So yeah, so let me know. Oh, that you talking about the cantaloupe? Yeah, that's that color. I mean, I don't like cantaloupe, but I like this paper. So there you go. As Max would say, oh, is that melon? I don't like it. I kid. One and the same as me. So those are the cards. Easy fold. If you make a project using this, please, please, please send it to me because I would love to see how you make it or what you do. Oh, vellum does come in weights. See? Andrea knows. I did not know that, Andrea. But yeah, if you make a project, please send it to me. I would love to post it and show everybody because I know you're out there watching. I just want to see what you're making too, because I know most of you, and I know you're crafty. And for those of you that I don't know, I'm pretty sure you're crafty if you're hanging out watching me, right? Okay, so in the description, all the products, and then, more importantly, I have my newsletter link if you're not signed up for that already, as well as all my other socials. So if you want to follow me there, you can. And with that, I bid you good night, my friends. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and may you survive Friday, because I don't think I'm going to. Work's been a bear. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.